What's going on, guys? It is your boy Comedy TV, and I'm here to talk to you about how I almost got kidnapped. So many years ago, I was in the store with my grandmother. So I'm in the store with my grandmother and I decide I want to walk to the toy section. Now as a kid, in the toy section, that's like the biggest thing. So I'm in the toy section and I just so happen to see this guy with like a Bluetooth, like, you know, like this happened many years ago, so like Bluetooths were like the thing. So I'm thinking, okay, like he's a, you know, normal, regular guy. But instead, this guy's like, he started walking towards me and I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh my God, like, why would he be walking towards me? And he starts walking towards me and I looked over and I'm like, oh my God, okay. So I decide, you know, I walk down just a little bit over, you know, down some more in the toy section. And he's coming more towards me, and I look at him again, and he's looking at me like, you know, like, come here, little boy, come here, I want you. And so I decide I went around to the other toy section, like, you know, because toy sections in stores are like more and more. Nowadays it's just like one or two. So I get to the other toy section, and I see him like coming and like peeking around the corner, like, hold on, I'm going to demonstrate, like, imagine this. So I noticed that he's looking at me like he wants something from me, like, I don't know what it was, like, maybe I had some shoes, I don't know, but he's looking at me and I'm starting to get nervous. So once again, I go to the other toy section and he's there again, like, oh my God, this guy's a creep. So he's like, so at the time I would say I was around, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10, I don't remember. But at the time I was kind of like shorter, so he was tall. So, you know, it was just like this tall guy is following me. Like, why is this tall guy? He had on an all black cap, you know, a Bluetooth, and I don't know. So he's talking, and next thing you know, all I hear was, all right, I got him. What? You got whom? So I run out like as fast as I could. I run out to go to my grandmother, and, you know, I'm talking to her. I'm like, yo. This guy, he's following me. Like, I don't know why, but this guy, he's just following me. And she's minding her own business. Like, she's just pushing the car and, like, you know, like, I don't know how to explain, but she's like looking at stuff, and I'm telling her, I'm like, yo, this guy is following me, and she's not listening to anything I have to say. So I look back, and this guy, once again, he's peeking around the corner. Like, at that moment, I knew that he was trying to come and get me. So I was also there with my brother and my sister, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, oh my God, okay, so what if he get them? But I see them walking, but they walk past him, and he's not looking at them. He's not worried about them. He's worried about me. Like, why me? Out of all people, me. Like, everyone in the store, me. He's looking at me, and I was just shocked. I'm like, oh my God, okay. Well, I'm tapping her. I'm explaining. I'm like, yo, he's trying to get me. He's trying to get me. And she's minding her business, you know, just looking at, I don't know, you know what grandmothers like. They're like looking at a shirt or something, I don't know. But he's like, he just kept coming for me, and I'm just like, okay. So I try to walk around and hide from him. But when I get around, at that time, he was already on the other side of the aisle, and I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, I'm getting ready to get kidnapped. So my grandmother's not paying attention, my brother and my sister, they're doing other stuff, and I'm sitting here like scared, like hoping that the cameras in the store see that, okay, this guy or this kid is getting ready to get kidnapped. Now, okay, so I go back to my grandmother and I'm like, look, he's right there. And I swear, when my grandmother turned around, this guy was gone. He was just gone. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh my God, okay. So I'm about to get kidnapped. And when she looked back, he's gone. So, okay, so she's going back to doing what she's doing. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to get kidnapped. See you guys later. Hope you guys miss me. I don't know. It was just crazy. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm just planning like, oh, maybe if he take me in his van, I can like scream or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I was just like, all this stuff was going on in my head. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, okay, well, what am I going to do if he kidnaps me? So my grandmother, she goes back and she's doing what she's doing. And, you know, I decide, I don't know why, like, if I know I'm about to get kidnapped, why go back? So I'm going back to the toy aisle and he's there again, like he's just standing there. And I'm just like, maybe he just like want to keep the toys and maybe he had grandchildren and, or kids, I don't know. But maybe he had kids and he wanted to see what it is that I got. Maybe he could have got for them. But if that's what was, if that was the case, then he could have asked me like, hey, yo, you know, like, even though I would probably been scared, but he could have asked like, hey, like, what does a 4-year-old kid want? I don't know. Like, I'm just excited at the fact that I did not get kidnapped. Now, if I would to get kidnapped, I don't know what I would have done. Like, I don't know where I would be. Probably dead. Like, you guys probably would have seen this face on like a Pizza Hut box or something. I don't know. Alright guys, that's the end of my story. And yeah, if I would have got kidnapped, I don't know what I would do. Leave a comment telling me what you would have done if you were in that situation. And yeah, see you guys next week. Peace.